Unmute. There.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm thinking about making a series of videos like, let's talk about the vaults.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the pets. Let's talk about, the Uber boss. I was planning
What's the difference between
100 in the game
Diablo
and
and
everything, so I can feel like I have a real good, solid, informed opinion on everything.
Naturally.
But as it stands, every time I log in,
Jeez, just look at him, bro. Just look at him like that's that's bad.
they're just promoting their best friends. That's how they actually try to get their community going.
Wait, yo, look at the hoodie. Bro.
I need more time.
Oh my god. How the fuck?
I'm not ready yet.
No. This is the Rax arc? Yeah, I know. Jesus, it's my turn? I have to get one of these hoodies. It's an actual hoodie.
it's 3 days live streaming. I feel like my content basically sucks.
Yeah.
Because I'm bored out of my mind.
I'm not
Well,
ready.
whose fault is that?
Any streamer who's bored out.
Get out of the house then.
It's like that's one of
Socialize with your friends, if you have
It's
any.
like whenever you're
Well,
playing a
supposedly
game,
they do have friends, but they're trying to make money
watch you play anything else besides that
and
game.
take.
Like, how many people, like, if you know, like, somebody that's, like Tarkov, League, WoW,
If you're-
Apex, like, it's just,
If you don't have any, if you don't like a game, it doesn't mean to actually just play the game. It is that kind of simple. People try to manipulate other people thinking that's what you're supposed to do in life. To believe in things, religion term, or politics. And all. Okay, so enter the hollow. Well, shit. What am I supposed to do? Enter. Well, I already got to what I needed to do. Yeah, what's the difference between Diablo 4 and Microsoft? What's going on? Every single freaking company always does like layoff around this time because they're trying to make up their money back. And a lot of people don't really properly understand it. Everything's still the same. But there's really not really that much different between like other games that are out there that have been around for even before Diablo. They could have easily just put every single game on the server.
I need more time.
Like they could have easily, instead of have Diablo 4, it's could have just be called Diablo and just let you add. They're making remastering games.
I'm becoming correct.
Okay, what others? Okay, this one. Like the season pass and stuff like that. Everything just, if you separate styles and stats, you only need like health, defense, power, damage, and cooldown from this loadout compared to having PlayStation, HUD with your map on top, your Bottom left is your HUD. Well, DC has their HUD part with your health, your power, even your supercharged meter bar up on top of the top left. And then you still have your chat box. Well, I can use the select or touchpad. Um, your chat is on the bottom right. Well, you just put your chat on the left side. Well, PC will the loadout will PC, PS, Xbox, even your Wii. They're all just one function. So why have multiple loadouts on for different systems for Diablo? You only need one. Duh. Oh, you know what? How many players do you really need in game to play? Basic game style stats. It's just cosmetic term. If you took Warframe's creative base system, have that offline, you have a chat menu, like you took your Diablo 1, and then that's your personal base, that's about it. But yeah, like yeah, it's like it is that kind of technically simple. I'm trying to fix that. Yeah, it's like the way how everything is. Um, like, you just really need customization. The games these days should just be a stabilizing event. Start in like a survival mode where you start from level 1 all the way to the highest level. Say the Unreal Engine highest number function will be like over like 2.1 billion. Well, then that's how high your XP from level 0 to 1. And then you do the same thing with going from level 1 through 2, and all the way to like every 100 levels. Like in general base, you did every 100 level is a prestige. Every 100 then you have another 100 prestige. So every it just rank up. I guess you could do tiers, like every 100 levels is a tier. Every 100 tier is a rank. Every 100 rank is a prestige, or something like that. You keep going up, but eventually it's like how much is the highest. But anything more than one prestige is about competition. Well, PvP is pretty much the most easy or competition term that don't have any actual story mode is actually like the easiest thing in general to make. So you only need a HUD system. Well, if you took Diablo 3, added a chat menu, it's offline, and then you can play with whoever you want to play with, either by yourself or other people. Mario Maker 2, or Mario Maker in general, um, is a copy and paste of Little Big Planet, early PS3 game. So why aren't you seeing people playing Little Big Planet just as much as a Diablo, like a little like on Mario Maker? Because one's newer systems, one's not. Oh, PC Master Race. Well, no, people only play PC just so they can hack a certain game. If you're gonna have to hack, well, what's the point? Well, PS3 had more capability. Yeah, it might have been old. They could just downgrade like your with certain feature. If you only do like what people does the most, what do you really need? Just like how money, it's like how much money do you really need in game? Like in game or real life? Be basic, general based term. Well, I have to have more money than this person. Well, I have to have more money than this person. Prices go up, your minimum wage go up, your taxes go up, your taxes go up, your prices go up. But you're being manipulated thinking that you're actually getting more money. It's just like in a video game, numbers keep going up, but really, in generally, you don't. Well, in the lowest term of damage in a game stat, what should you have? Well, what? 3 minus 2 equal 1. Well, 3 in damage, 2 in defense, and then 1 for health. Kind of concept. So, yeah. Mind-boggling. It's like, so if you created the lowest function, like if every 5 hits, so you do 5 hits and then you should take out an enemy. Well, DC has like support role, action controller role that gives out power and stuns and crowd control, help crowd control for the tanks. But any other games really don't have a proper controller. They have just more in depth. Your like all your abilities from down on the bottom compared to archer and mages, sorcery, wizard, or whatever you want to freaking call it, it's technically the same function. You should have like what? You have your all your gear is just kind of pointless. Items in generally in games shouldn't really be there, but people like rewards. And well, you have snipers. People just want to do one shot, one kill. So yeah, it's like, what's the kind of point in all that? But yeah, it's kind of weird the way how people think these days. Like,
It's bad. WoW is one of the worst ones.
Actually,
In this type of situation, I would
it's
just
just
pass this,
Right.
and that was my plan.
the so-called WoW, it's just older game, just like DC, Final Fantasy, just like Little Big Planet with Mario Maker. It's just copy and paste, copy and paste, rebranding a name, just changing the name. So do you really need with the stimulus check with during what they done? They kind of actually increase the prices. Well, they gave out money. Well, shoot, I need to actually get my money back from this person who just got some money from this government. Know what? How about if they just downgrade all the prices to the original amount, and then kept it frozen, and then put the original taxes. It's like then you take the highest minimum wage from that point, and then you just reimburse all these other people who has worked. There are people who are streaming and YouTubing or whatever. All your people are just trying to make a fast buck that can work. People who actually can do physical work, um, um, but they were just lazy. They can easily go out and work. What's the point of even college? Heck, you should be teaching kids what kind of type of mathematics do you really need in life. Doing like what you try to teach your kids numbers. Well, what's in general should you really teach them in generally when they started need to start learning more? Well, from number wise, you count 1 through 9 or 1 through 10. Well, in general in school or whatever, I figured it would be better off teach them how to do like 1 through 20, and then you just start counting, like saying like 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 100 or 1,000 or whatever. But how high do you really need to actually generally really need in basic stuff? What, in basic life living, you should just sleep, eat, clean, play, exercise, socialize? What? So what do you really need? What? To minimize with technology, well, you just need a bed, a TV, have a fridge, like mini fridge, mini freezer, put a microwave on a device, put your TV on the wall or something, and put shelves on it. And then what? Then you have a timer, clock or something. Well, you have your cell phone or something like that, or a tablet or whatever. Something has then you have maybe the Messenger. Compared to Messenger with PayPal or whatever, what I seen on the fee or whatever, you don't really need it. Just you skip the whole third-party system or whatever, or just do make a separate Facebook account or something, and have a messenger for your community on YouTube or Twitch, and then just let them go on. If you want to give somebody money, you don't even have to worry about putting like super thanks or a donate system, and you just need a video. Huh? What? What? What's that? How simple can you really just stream on normal on here? How are they supposed to make money? What? Oh, well. Well, eventually you got enough people, friends, and all. Kind of mind-boggling, honestly. Okay, there. Gotta go there. It is kind of weird the way how people think, but having a basic lifestyle, numbers and everything should be a lot simpler than even college. What you compared to a college level, compared to a non, what a college just shows that you gotta get in debt to make money. That kind of stupid, honestly. Not everybody can make stupid crap like that. Everybody learning curve can only be so much. So it shows that what you have to be giving you a bully to actually make money or something. At least that's how I see it. You're penalizing people who has a low learning curve. all these dungeons, in a way, it kind of also kind of feel like death. Really? Make me actually have to deal with, really? Why are you keep running away from me? But yeah, it's like,
I need more time. I'm not ready yet.
yeah, something wanted me to die. Hold on, let me go back over here. Door glitch. Ah, crap. Oh, no, it's in reanimated.
I need more time. I'm not ready yet.
Like, the mage is a lot better just to actually deal with it.
Anyway, was to just get to level 100 regardless of whether or not I was enjoying the game.
That was what I told myself about season 2. Like, I was like, I'm gonna get 100
I'm not ready yet.
Like I was saying,
That's
like,
exactly how it is. And,
100,
well,
we're literally just freaking
but
video games,
with
so
the way
it's
how
easy
the
to play video games with you by the end of it. But I'll be honest, this is the most bored I've been with the game since the game's been out. And instead of repeating the same points I've either already said or repeated a
I'm
million
not ready
times, I'm basically just going to say that until a patch, hotfix, campfire chat, or season 4 itemization, literally anything where I feel like there's a reason to log in and do something except run with this, in my opinion, dead content.
Here's where I'm at, right? It's like, here's why I didn't
I'm not
play
ready
season
yet.
3. There are 2 reasons why I didn't play season 3. This is the first reason, and this is the second reason. Oh, actually, no, there's 3 reasons. I'm saving it for last epoch. I want my ARPG degeneracy to be as raw and fresh and primal as possible whenever that game comes out. And I want to be ready to go in.
it comes out.
That's the real reason. And so, yeah, like, there's like no burning desire for me to play Diablo 4 right now. Because, like, also, like, with PoE, here's, like, another thing. Is that whenever I watch people play Diablo 4, it doesn't look cool in the same way that watching people play PoE looks cool. Like, I don't know. Like, the Whirlwind Barbarian thing I thought was really cool. And so I did it. And then the Ball Sorcerer thing I thought was really cool, so I did it.
Yeah, because there's
But
a
there's
glitch.
nothing else in the game that I think is cool. Whereas, like, in PoE,
People
there's
these
just, like,
days
so
just
much
want
that you can do. Like, I think next league, I'm going to play, I'm going to go back, I'm going to play
I'm
Minions.
not ready yet.
I think it's time to come back. And I haven't for a long time, probably since, I don't know, like, Ritual, no, the one after Ritual League. The fucking Ultimatum League. I haven't played it since then. And so, confirmed, yeah, Chris DM'd me about it. And, I get excited for just that.
Content VODs where you literally ignore everything in it and just go straight to the end.
Bro, you said you're gonna play season 3 multiple times? I did. I said I was gonna play it, and I didn't.
I'm not ready yet.
Because I'm like, I would rather just play something else.
Yeah, if you don't like something, don't play it.
I'm not ready
I
yet.
did. Like, I'm sorry if I misled people. I am. But, like, whatever, right?
I realized this day 1, and that just seems like dead content to me, and the pet sucks. So, I just don't
How many pets do you really need in-game?
What I do think makes for entertaining streams and entertaining content is when you do something you actually think is fun.
Yeah.
So, that's what I'm going to do today. I'm sure there are a million other people who are bored of the season currently, and if you're one of the people who are enjoying the season, I am happy for you. No,
That's another
this
big
season
thing.
is
People
boring.
are, Diablo 4. Congratulations. You're playing a game that's fun for you. You're not, and this isn't like a patronizing, oh yeah, like monkeys love bananas because they're too stupid to use computers. Like you, idiot, stupid Diablo 4 player. That's not what I'm saying. I just think that
In a way, he
really,
is. Just
if
he
you like
don't
the
want to
game,
actually
having fun,
feed
good.
off a real
But that's not
player.
me. That's really all there is to it. Fuck.
There at all. Enjoy your season.
My
For
bag
me,
is full.
I can't play this, and I can't make content that I feel like is good content to put out
See,
at the moment.
because that's
So
what
I'm
they are.
not
They are
going to play it
into
until there
making
is a
content,
reason to play it, which is more
but
than
not
likely
really
season 4.
to
I have seen a lot of
play the
people
game
asking
just
my
because
opinion
they
on
like the
faith
game.
in the devs or what the devs can do.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to
They
have to
made
have
a
faith in
computer
the
because
I don't
group
wanna
of
have
with
to
their
make
friends.
This is
If
not
you
ever
see
going to
somebody who actually does anything on
I don't
YouTube,
want to have it's not a cult.
they all
I don't
grouped
want to
up
have
to
faith
each
in
other
them. Like, is the game
to
good?
sub on
And
their
if it's
channel.
still bad, okay, I'll be back.
The real way how to get
Like,
famous, you
okay.
gotta get your family and friends and
It's ready
to
when
watch,
it's ready.
sub on your channel or follow on
Sometimes, maybe that's
Twitch
never.
term, and then you have all their channels.
It's like Diablo
Everybody
3
just
started
when
to
you
get
go
good
live
around
stream,
season
let them go
28.
on to your
Okay.
channel and just sub on it.
So we're like 1/8 of the way there. Or a bit more than that, sorry.
And all that, but okay, well, how about some suggestions to fix it? I don't care about just sending suggestions. I don't get paid to fix the game. I get paid to cover it, review it, and give guides and tips on it. I could try to write 15 essays, and I've seen plenty of other people go out there and do that and send the feedback, and then have that feedback drastically get ignored, and then the next season that comes out.
The crazy thing is that
It's like
everybody,
on
every
DC,
single player
these
is
guys
giving the same
just remind
feedback,
me
and
of like
Blizzard's
DC
oh, we can
YouTubers.
screw it up.
You had Smile Before
I
Death.
just wish somebody would
You had
fucking tell
your
us about this. So we
Trex
found out
Light.
that you
You
guys
had
don't
Super
like farming
Patriot
right
and
now.
stuff like that. They're
Yeah, it took
all
6 months to
friends.
figure this out, but we know now.
Like your
We value your feedback.
Roman
Yeah, well,
Atwood,
they didn't
he
say
had
how
his
much they
friends
value
and
it. Like, for
family
example,
that
like,
supported
there's
him
a value
to
that I
sub
would
on
attach
his
to
channel.
like a dead,
Maybe even follow
like
on
a
his
dead
Twitch
goat to
channel.
my kitchen.
Twitch channel.
Like, there's a value there.
In
The
order to
value
get
is
that,
nothing.
you gotta put
So
all
I
your
do value
family
it
and
at
friends
but I value it
all on
at
your
0.
channels
Literally worse than, in my opinion,
and
preseason,
stuff like
because
that.
at least preseason the game was new.
That's
and
how you
sure,
can go. In a way, it's
in my
manipulation.
personal take,
Well, I had fun in season 2. I did. I enjoyed my entire 1 week of playing the game.
And then you
And
gotta
I
have
was
your
looking forward
family
to
and
playing season
friends
3. I just
and
watched some
so
people
on and
playing
so
it. It
forth,
seemed like
etc.,
it just
to
seemed
when they're a video,
it seemed
they go on
classic.
your video. They don't watch it. They just actually have it be played. Maybe even with the volume down.
I don't even
So
care to give
they
feedback
don't
at
hear
this
it.
point.
They just have it
So,
on
if you're not
repeat.
fixing the game, I hope
And
you
if you have like
I'm not
102
interested in being part of
views,
this.
that's when you start getting commercial,
You know,
at
it's
least
so
on
sad.
YouTube.
Like, this is the worst thing a
That's why
game can
YouTube
have.
say don't
It's
watch
like
your
you know
video.
that a game
Or unless
still
you have
has
an alt,
and it
like
still had
you
passion.
need
Whenever
separate
this video
telephones
is 47
or
minutes
whatnot.
long, and it's him mad the whole time. But like him, it's like I don't know. Just fucking I need
Yeah,
to
I'm
move on
gonna
with my life. Yeah, this is like an actual breakup. Like it's like fuck.
To fix the game, and I'm not interested currently in playing this season.
How can
I
I
would try
die?
it in the next season when it comes out.
Yes,
That
yeah.
being said, I'm going to play a game today that I think will be fun, which is Power World, and I'm going to make a
Oh,
complete
that's
fresh
Pokemon.
start and try it hardcore, solo,
Even if it's AI or
yeah,
not.
brand new world, and that's just because that's what I feel like sounds fun today. Might try and shroud it as well.
That's a great
and
game.
I'm going to make content on things that I
What a great game.
enjoy. God bless you, people playing D4. I can't do it this season.
Can't do it.
Once I go back to ARPGs,
Oh,
I'll probably
God.
be PoE in the last epoch in February, unless something changes going into the future about Diablo 4. But that's about it. I'm not really going to drag this one out to 8 minutes for the ad revenue or anything like that, because to be honest, I'm just bored over the whole thing.
Yeah, you just bored and you need to take a break, so you then you're gonna switch over to a different channel. Now, if Twitch and YouTube decide to just, if
How
you want,
sad.
they set up a
Let's
system
take
where you
Eric Jackman.
sub,
You think Eric's much? He's a
if I sub
legendary
on your
gift.
channel, you sub on mine
Hey, we can upgrade
system,
him. And actually,
how are they
let
going to
me
make
use the
money off
XP
of that?
potions, right? So you can quick upgrade like that.
One
These are the
person who
things.
live
It's that
stream.
simple. And then you can also star them up. And one thing that's really cool about this as well that I love. There we go. We've now unlocked level 70.
Here's another
From
video.
Japan to the world, how to translate
This
the
one
game.
is like
Behind the goal of success in Japanese
13
video games
hours.
like
Wolf
delicate task, appealing to overseas
translator
players
in
whose
video
expectations
games.
on issues such as sexism are increasingly influencing the content of major
Manipulation.
what the fuck? With the
To try and
majority of
make
sales for big games now outside
videos.
Japan, everything from slang words to the characters' costumes must be carefully considered for a global audience. It's a complex process that's come a long way since Wild West in the 80s and the 90s. There were no rules, no industry standards. The Sega American team worked on Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. Back then, translators faced constraints, including too small text boxes. Yeah, sure. And
when there
we're now
are at
able to be
least
more faithful to the
5
cultural content of Japanese games more than ever. Sure. Localization is now more integral to the design process
can
with
only
international
occur
gamers
once every 20
smart.
seconds.
One key example is how Japanese game developers dress their heroines. As the Me Too movement changes mindset, says Frank Getty, Central Localization Manager of Japanese game giant Bandai Namco. Well, that sounds like a position that's not important, and somebody who's just actively making games worse and providing no value. Yeah, I thank God we have this person here to tell us what we should look at. Yeah, why can't whenever they do layoffs, why can't they just get rid of these people? I feel like that'd just be doing everybody a favor. Like Feldman and cleavage has been too exposed, so the skirts have been too short.
Try that.
Before they weren't very flexible, but now they've become proactive on such subjects. Well, that's really disappointing to hear that, like, because it's not even for an audience of real people. It's for an audience of freaks that just want to put an agenda into a video game and not even play the video game. I don't know why.
It's their job to make a game.
Well, why are they
too
censoring
much
video games for a tiny fraction sliver of people like these freaks on social media? It's just crazy to me. A bunch of people on Twitter that would have never bought the game in the first place. Yeah, that's what's so crazy. A little video game people starting to take this stuff too serious, man. Yeah, it's really weird. And I think the problem, like, this is the issue. Remember when I said about how Western game development brain rot is that they feel like every video game has to reflect real-world cultural values and real-world cultural events? That's the problem, is that you have 35-year-old people that are obsessed with Pokemon that actually can't tell the difference between reality and a fucking video game. And these are people who, you know, at least 20% of their brain tells them that they're actually part fox. And, like, they just don't really reveal their higher power level to everybody else. These are people that are not even fully sure that they're a human, and they're telling everybody else what is and isn't acceptable. It's just insane. Like, I don't know, when did we start letting the inmates run the asylum? Like, 40 years ago, a lot of these people would have been in a fucking padded room.
Out of everything that he actually talked about,
an international product? What the fuck happened?
You're doing it.
Like, I can't believe this. Like, why are people putting up with these freaks? It's incredible.
Because you're one of them.
USA happened? I'm sorry. And guys, look. I didn't do this. That's my bad, okay? Like, I don't fucking... I never wanted this. This was not my intention. This is not me, okay? Too much freedom. Well, this is the opposite, which is ironic. Puckman seemed too risky because it could be vandalized. Oh, instead of Puckman. Oh, that's good. Sometimes selling games, including Mario, involve fantasy worlds that are not overtly Japanese, offering some flexibility for their adaptation. The task becomes trickier for series such as Yakuza. Well, it's not tricky at all. You just incorporate the artist's vision into the product in the way that the customer wants. See, the customer is buying the product from the developer because they believe in the developer's vision. Most customers, like the producer of the product, is simply a distributor. They don't care about this at all. Like, they want to see, like, with a Kojima game, I think this is the best example. People buy Kojima games because they believe in Kojima as an artist. They don't want to see this neutered, censored, and, you know, fucking
Art is
turned into
nice
some
and all,
flaccid, wimp dick game that nobody cares about. The reason why a game like Cyberpunk, for example, sells so well and hits so hard is because it doesn't pull any punches.
I
It's
actually
because
don't
it
like
is wrong.
Cyberpunk.
And I think that you're seeing this over and over and over. You're seeing it with, like, the explosive success of something like the Coffin of Andean
Everybody
Lady.
has their beliefs.
Like, this is, again,
They're
like, on a
allowed
very
to
small
actually have
scale. But, like, the game was really big for, like, a month. Everybody was talking about it. And I think that it offered a very refreshing take on, you know, like, visual novel type games.
The only person
And
who
then you
cares
can also
about
look
it
at
is what
something
your
like,
preferences are.
like Power World. Power World crosses a number of, like, social mores that people feel like are beyond the pale, but it does so in such a flagrant way that nobody cares, and people even find it refreshing. And even Baldur's Gate 3. Baldur's Gate 3, I remember people had, like, such a, like, one of the feedbacks is that, you know, that they were very, the word that people used was European towards, like, their views on sex, where, like, they didn't treat it with, like, this crude, weird, fucking creepy, almost, perspective that American audiences and American companies do. And so,
I'm not ready.
I see this kind of stuff, yeah, innate, crude stuff, exactly, and like, it's just, it's so obnoxious. And so, let's see here, the game is much more of a physical challenge as a linguistic one. The player, whatever country that's from, should understand and feel the same thing if they're playing in the original language. Yeah, I wish these people would work on Lost Ark too, though. Like, holy fuck, the dialogue and, like, Lost Ark is the first game that I've ever played that I feel like the dialogue and the narrative of the game is actually so bad, the translations are so bad, that it legitimately makes the entire game worse. It's actually horrible. No longer acceptable. Better understand Japanese culture among players means adaptations can be more subtle.
I'm not ready yet.
The series is now called Like a Dragon, closer to the original Japanese. LGBTQ caricatures and sexist cliches have also been axed.
Anime, cartoons,
I don't really know which one's being axed or for what reason. It depends on what it is. But in general, I think that any time that you're censoring an artist's perspective and viewpoint on something, like, maybe this is going to be, like, a very, very extreme take, but I feel like people shouldn't publish things if they want to change them.
Actually,
Like, and this isn't like a guarantee. This isn't for everything.
but know what? Somebody else could have actually did it.
Well, we like what you're doing, but we want to censor and change its meaning and its purpose in all of these ways, then you shouldn't be publishing that game in the first place. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Nah, they're just hoping to actually get a fast buck. Just like
who the fuck said this?
streamers or
It's
whatnot.
certainly not audiences. Like, if you ever want to tell if a game is going to be good or bad, or like a new reboot of a series is going to be good or bad, here's a really good way to tell. If the game uses the term modern audiences, it's going to be bad. It's that simple. Or if they refer to any change in the game and the argument is because it's the current year, it's going to be a bad game. When there are people dressed in black boots and big leather coats in Europe, that could bring to mind a Nazi uniform. And this is, again, the fixation that these people have with trying to make video games reflect modern reality. Like, I mean, to me, like, I don't know, I would think The Matrix, but okay, sure. Yeah, this is what Nazis are. And also, like, they didn't even have the big leather coats, right? I mean, they had that, but they also had, like, other... Like, I mean, Hugo Boss could do way better than just big leather coats, okay, guys?
I'm not ready.
I mean, look, even nowadays they're making great stuff. So imagine what they did whenever they were doing it for a whole country. And so anyway, when I see this, and this is, again, the fixation that people have...
Things was a lot worse
with making
back
these
then.
video games reinforce their own real-world values.
It's always been like that.
I think this is a poison.
It hasn't been. It's nothing new.
This is a poison to art, and it is a poison to
People are just
anything else
afraid
that
to actually
unfortunately
lose
touches
their license or whatever. Go buy a new system and all.
because they have some sort of lingering guilt. Like, I'm
Nazi is actually was, and the term has been changed. Like the term of Karen Richards or whatever you want to
It's
call
not
it.
my fault. I didn't fucking do that. What's this? I'm not sorry. What the fuck? How dare you? You're a Nazi. I guess I am, right? It's just this original sin that people feel like they have. It's just so disgusting. Changes often focus on alcohol, politics, or religion. Oh, how disgusting. How pathetic. Oh my god. We ask our teams in the United States and Europe to read the game script and tell us if they don't think see things would be acceptable in their country.
You know what? Just need a new
I wonder how
regulation.
the teams that read the scripts are people that you would be okay with them watching your kids. Are people that you would be okay with them cleaning your house without you immediately observing them? Because I bet these people are probably the most, like, socially maladjusted, weird fucking freaks that you've ever seen.
Some people might think he's just a freak.
Push their
So
values
define what's a
into the
freak.
entire world, and they're acting like a filter, trying to make sure that people can't see things in the way that it's intended to. And it's exhausting. It's so
Everything's
exhausting to
exhausting.
see people, to see these games being neutered by these people that are freaks.
I'm not ready
They're
yet.
gatekeeping. Yeah, they are. They're moral gatekeepers. First thing, you can't top the first episode of Goblin Slayer. This reads as self-justification for a department that doesn't need to exist. Yeah, here. How about this? If you are part of a gaming company and you're an executive, I want to let you know something. Next time that you need to make profits, you need to hit those quarterly earnings reports so you make sure that you get your $200,000 bonus at the end of the quarter.
I'm not ready
Fire
yet.
these people. Every single one of them, get rid of them. They are creating no value, and the worst part about it is that it would be one thing if they're creating zero value, right? It's like, okay, we're just throwing away money. But they're actually doing something worse than that. They're taking something with value, and they're making it worse. So you should get rid of all of these people, trash them, throw them away, fire them, and never hire
discrimination.
anybody else to do this ever again. We are buying Yakuza games. Well, not we. I've never played one. But I'm buying these games from whether it's from Bandai Namco, Capcom, Nintendo, any of these games. I'm buying it because I believe in their vision.
I'm not ready
I
yet.
don't give a fuck about the vision of some publisher.
Exactly. Well, they just want money as well, so they can buy it just so they can make a YouTube video for results and stuff like that. I'm just recording myself because I feel like just to. I'm kind of curious and testing shit out. Just because I feel like recording
I really
something.
think this is the way that you stop this. You stop this by supporting games that don't do it. That's the way you stop it. Because whenever games don't do it, do you think any of the executives really care about any of these values?
Heck not.
Absolutely not.
Actually, some might, actually. I mean, it might be like about half and half.
They'll throw these people straight in the garbage. By the way, where they belong.
I need more time.
But you have to show them that that's the truth.
The only thing they really care about is money. But how much money do you really need to live off something if you actually even had it
And so whenever you see things like that, that's why I try to promote these games
a
myself.
proper
Because
amount?
I see this bullshit, and I'm fucking tired of it.
I need more time.
I'm tired of somebody with 6 fucking self-diagnosed mental illnesses who's telling me that I'm a bad person. This is the person that wants to tell me about the nuances of interactions between men and women. I don't want to hear anything from them. Fuck the pandering. Exactly. It's pathetic. Are these called ego trips? Is it
I'm not ready
no,
yet.
I don't have
Everybody
ego
has
trips at all.
ego.
Like, this is what my
He has
viewpoint
ego
is.
problems,
This is what I
too.
try to do to change it. This is what I think you should do to try to change it if you agree with me. If you don't, then keep supporting this.
I'm not ready yet.
I think you're an idiot, but it's your right.
Well,
This is the way that
and then there are people who would say that you're an idiot too. And that's my right to say it.
I don't think it's as simple as blue-haired progressives that are socialists or
I need
really
more time.
video games. I think that there are also these fucking holier-than-thou Karens that yell at Starbucks employees for spelling
Well,
their name wrong.
sometimes even you're a Karen. But then again, Karens, I'm kind of sorry for the people who actually named Karen. Because in one way or another, Karens are human too. And that's still disrespecting people who call their name that. And because people are just changing the term of douches or whatever.
And so the reality is that, and also some of these people aren't, there's something wrong with their head. It's not like they're on the spectrum. They're just fucking obnoxious.
Just like you. You have your obnoxious. Everybody gets annoying. Everybody has their point.
The chasm storm is ended.
In Harry Potter. She's not stupid. She's not like, there's nothing wrong with her head. She's just a horrible person who's trying to ruin people's lives and think that she's a good person in the process. She's pretty smart.
You have the right to say that, but some people could just say the same thing about you.
There's something that gives them the moral authority to tell you what you can and can't say. Great character.
Exactly, what you're not really actually doing. You're doing the exact same thing.
Because that archetype is so rarely it's so rarely shown in such a good way. I agree. Do you think these departments are bringing value to the company? If they're making sure the games will sell well, by making sure that there isn't cultural or taboo, making sure the game is localized properly? I actually don't think so. I don't think that any real people care about these problems. I think these are made-up problems that people act like they care about because they're afraid of being called a bad word by thinking that they don't care about these issues.
Look at the term of Karen and stuff. That's the same function. They're just changing those certain words.
I think people are tired of it.
Like gay originally was then named by being happy, not actual sexual term. The term of pride.
It's happening everywhere. And I think that also, like, again, what can you do? Nothing. You can do nothing and you can do everything. It's the same thing I've said with all this. Like, we have no power individually, but if my viewpoint is truly the viewpoint that many people believe in, this will change. Because these companies are
condescending, I think it was the right word for it.
No values, and the only thing they care about is money. And so the moment that you tell those people that, this isn't how you make money, well, suddenly they're going to change how they're making money. They conflated everything like sexualization or attraction with objectification.
Hey, Robert.
Well, that's because these are people who have trouble making phone calls because it gives them anxiety. And they're the ones who are going around telling you what you need to do and how society and, you're supposed to have social interactions. Like, you literally have the inmates running the asylum.
Now that comes down to
It's outrageous.
Like what I was just saying.
Objectifying men, but should anyone objectify women? That's because you have to understand that these people have no real values. They only like power, and they only do what's going to give them power. They don't have any real values.
Everybody has value, one way or another. Everybody has their point.
No, I hate phone calls too. I do. I really don't like them, and I prefer not to make them.
Archer, emoji bow and
There are people who don't like it.
I have an anxiety attack whenever my phone rings. What's the way to change these people's minds? The way to change their minds is to support games that don't follow these values.
I'm not ready.
Or if you have those experience, you could easily change it. You could just make your game.
And then people don't buy the game because of that. PC will no longer be seen as a value, and then it will be removed. It's that simple.
Know what? PC, any gaming device, and everything. Real games these days are technically just regular voice chat, or like if you create your own personal base,
Gamers just don't do that. I
or
don't know why.
whatnot.
They just did.
A lot of people just don't really see
Nice
a lot.
character. MOGOK
And
hand.
they're gonna keep doing it.
Oh, what?
New record. Yep, there it is. And that's the only thing that really matters. Like, that graph is the only thing that matters. This YouTube video, whenever it gets released, will not matter. Nobody will care. It won't change anything. It's
Actually,
not gonna
there's
move the needle.
yeah.
It's not gonna
Everybody
get
has their preference.
the executives of Bandai Namco to be like, oh, let's go change everything. Like, I am yelling into the ether. Nothing I say matters. It doesn't make a difference. The only thing that makes a difference is this
I have
graph
no
right
comment
here.
on, right?
And all of the other graphs that are just like it.
But yeah.
This is the difference. Anecdote equals truth. I mean, I think this is a very big anecdote, right? It's like one of the biggest games. It's the second most successful game ever on Steam. I think that's a pretty big anecdote.
Why Steam? People only want to be
And also, I
cheap
think that there's
and
a lot of
everything
examples like
on
this. Fair
games.
point. Well, it's not really a fair point. Because, like, there's a lot of games
Everybody
that
has
are
their
criticized
points.
for being too PC or, you know, not
One
having
person's
certain types of, like, content
negative
in
point
them,
could be
or, like,
somebody
cutting content
else's
because it's
positive.
bad. I don't know. I feel like this is something that a lot of people feel. But, like, for a lot of people, it's not a decision on whether they're going to buy a game or not.
I'm a necromancer.
But whenever it gets bad enough, it will be.
Oh.
And I think that you see that with a game like Diablo 4.
Actually, DC.
There's a typical
DC Universe Online.
example of being inclusive without pandering.
If you want something,
Well, that's because most of the people that try to be
Diablo
inclusive,
ain't nothing.
like,
It's
I don't know,
actually
this is like
fun
kind of a
if you
cliche,
compare it to other
and
games.
I'm
Path of
probably wrong
Exile
about this with some
ain't
cases,
crap.
but
I
I
played
think that
that.
there are
That
a
is
lot of
DC's
people
way
who try
better.
to be, like, inclusive.
The only thing is maybe the
And I
story,
think that they
but
do
it's
that
more
to
driven
hide
with
their own bigotry.
one specific company
Like,
with
they see
DC
people that are
comics.
coded in, like, these
But
stereotypes
there's so
in their
much more
mind
depth
whenever they look
into
at
that.
them. And so they have to, like, accurately correct for that in their own mind. And so they think that everybody else has to do that too.
Yeah, and manipulation.
Yeah, I think
Everything
a lot of it
in
is
these
projection.
days are
Warcraft changed from
manipulation.
something grim and violent to what it is now. Doesn't feel like Warcraft anymore. Curious how the game got infected with this stuff.
Everything's all
Party
copied
now
and pasted.
kills animals because of, like, some environmental reason.
Like
It's the
PS3
most pathetic pussy
had
shit that I've ever seen.
chat, like text,
It's
voice,
just
and camera
fucking
chat.
pathetic.
But PS4 and everything is like
Like, what
like
is this?
what?
Like,
You
yeah,
tell
really,
me
not
that
really. Like,
PS4 and
those are standard
PS5
lists.
or Xbox or something like that don't have that
It's just-
technology to
I don't know what to
actually
say, man.
has the ability
On
to
the
even
Kusumi's
use
also driven by social
camera
anxiety,
chat
it's just fear of being
besides
judged for doing other
streaming.
ones. Well, that's what I was talking
No.
about before, right?
Can't really
It's
say
like, I
that
don't wanna
because
have the inmates
there's
running
the
the
proof.
asylum. And so this is a really
You have your
disappointing
video.
thing to say. Yeah, to see.
So
and I think that
YouTubers,
also, like,
Twitch,
another
and
thing that would
everything
really help with
to
this
fix a lot of that.
is to make sure
They could
that
easily just put
Japanese
in
audiences
Diablo
are
Immortal
aware of this.
onto the
Because I don't
PlayStation
think that they really
Store
are.
or
The
Xbox
problem
and
is your
whatever.
assertion is not correct. Fire
and
this,
look,
that's not a valid thing. When the
Didn't
management
need to
team
make a
runs
new
some
one.
guys, they would
If
have
you're
to
gonna
fire themselves.
remaster
Where's
a
the
game
arcane?
and stuff like that.
Why not both?
Huh? Somebody messaging?
I think just get
let's
rid of
see.
the whole thing. I want to, whenever I play a video game, especially a game that has like a story or like some sort of creative vision behind it, whenever I buy the game, I'm voting for that artist. I'm voting for that studio. I'm not voting for a localization team
Hey,
that
Steve.
changes the cleavage of a character. I'm not voting for
Deckard
a
Cain's
character,
not
you know,
in-
like, oh, we'll let
in
this
Diablo,
redheaded, we'll make
5.
this a little bit more modern for
They
American
talk about
audience.
him,
I'm not
but
voting
not.
for that. I don't want that, and I don't think most people do. I think this is a fake problem that's invented by people that shouldn't be working there. That's really what I think. This is a fake problem that no real people
Everybody's
have.
fake.
Oh, okay.
There are
People
fake
don't
gamers
actually
out
make
there.
decisions based off of these problems in games. And they are invented by people who need jobs in order order to see them.
Hint YouTube and Twitch.
That's what I think.
There are people out there that don't actually. They just taking all the money. A lot of these Twitch and YouTubers are actually making. A lot of these people are able to go work. There are some people who can't work, would love to work, but because of the health, and especially with social anxiety or stuff like that, that can't be around other people that with health involved with it, they can't work. It's like mind-boggling. How much money do you really need in life and stuff like that? It's like downgrade all the prices, even the taxes, because minimum wage go up, taxes go up, then prices go up. Manipulation right there. You're
How
just
far are
numbers keep
you on the
going up,
game? MOG video game.
not going down. I'm on season. I'm level 47. And I'm just trying to work on my third world, so I can get up in the next difficulty. Working on a stronghold right now. And this game is cross-platform, so if you play it on PC or Xbox, we can play. Compared to DC, this has mostly medieval version of DC that actually
Nice
has
work.
better
Emoji
graphic.
clapping hands. Emoji okay hand. Emoji thumbs up. Emoji.
Wait, hold on. I think I still have voice on here. Here, turn that up. Let's see. Okay, so this one's already done. Now, go back up here. Oh, wait, what am I missing? The second season was a lot better. Not so much with it's kind of mixture. I liked all these the blood harvest, the new terms of it. With these little icons, are your new seasonal that more is scattered everywhere, but the blood harvest for the last season just gone into a certain area that you had to just keep moving around the whole map. But this whole map is way too oversized. From a story standpoint, from Diablo 1, you start from a city and then could have done Act 1, Act 2, Act 3, Act 4, Act 5. Well, Diablo 2 had Lord of Destruction that was a separate act. So, just an expansion, or DLC, or add-on, or whatever people want to call it. Now, with this new one, what I kind of turned this is like Brainiac. It's a Scorpion ability. Pet. Oh, they actually have some form of, like what? Little, what was it? Start with an A? AC? Like just a spider version. But it's still some form of Brainiac bots. Well, Brainiac even have a spider in there. Fortune of Solitude. It's a main boss. So, like, in generally, you only need top 5 different type of stats: health, defense, power, damage, and then your cooldown of your ability. If you took like Warframe's dojo system where you can create your own base, or The Sims back in like 2000 or like 95 or something. You create your own base. That's what I'm saying. Even Warframe, where you can change your own the look of your power to whatever color you want. So it's just change your like cosmetic versus actual stat system. Anything more than a prestige is like every 100 level, you could just reset your level and make it prestige based, like your Call of Duty or something like that. Basic math term, making things more general concept, upgrading your own personal like blacksmith from Diablo 2, Diablo 3 more. There is some form of upgrade like from seasonal term, like I think like Christmas or whatever. There was another form of seasonal from last year. So yeah, I could easily just upgrade my ring and people, like my healer. But how many vendors do you really need in game? But in generally, you don't need items in game besides just stats and your levels. Then at the same time, you just need a stabilizer mission, like from like a survival mode system. Like each of these challenges are technically survival mode, just wave after wave. So you could easily put your PlayStation or something like that, like on Netflix. Let them actually have every 1,000 seconds is 1 minute, and then you get a one currency. So the more longer you watch a show or something, you can purchase a new hairstyle from DC standpoint, like one piece of gold, or you just keep ranking up. You only need one currency. Maybe you can buy it, a currency for making money. Maybe like $1, like if they say like 99 cents for, and then you just get 100 in-game cash. So then it just overlaps. Like 100 in-game cash is like 99 cents. Like from a cash register, 1, 5, 10, 20, and then other is like 50 or $100. Well, just do $49.99, $50. Now on a holiday term is as well. What other videos? Oh, what's this one?
Hello and welcome back to Raise Gaming.
2 hours
Today we're
ago.
talking bosses, the new target bosses that we have in Season 3. I say new bosses because, well, yes, we only have the one new in the Echo of Malthus. We also have updates for Season 2 picks, like the Beast in the
Do
Ice.
this
As
now,
we changes to
get
that,
any
no longer being a pain in the ass
unique
to reach the guy,
or
as well as
facet
the new
in
item full of drops. We actually have an alternative option for 95.
That's just mostly high-end stuff.
Stop.
Hammer time.
Event.
Massive healing. Diablo 2R stacking player aura. Diablo 2. Oh, that's just a remake of Diablo 2. Okay. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna mess with my style. Blacksmith down here.
What will it be?
Shadow immune dash a shadow clone. Hold this down. Hold on, let me go in here. Anything buffing up? Now this one, from number wise, this is actually more stronger. At least I can see the interaction, and that's what I'm saying. Like, it's a different form of different type of thinking. Landmaster, get those guys off the field.
I need more time.
I need more time. I need more time. Ho ho ho. Yeah, with the way how, like, why do you need like different type of map? One for seasonal, one for hardcore, one for normal world. Well, just have one world, and then you're just gonna have different type of phases. Similar like how DC has theirs, but they still have PvP phase. At least this one actually has different levels, but they still kind of have those little glitches when you go on a different level. Ooh. Haha, I broke the trap.
All hunters beware.
Bite me.
I need more time.
Necromancers are pretty much our king of the lags. Just because of how much character there are, and generally.
I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna turn off the videos. Yeah. What are you gonna do about it?
I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet. I need more time.
Yeah. Let's fall back.
I'm not ready yet.
Alright. Let's stop.